Does your mind exist in a mathematical space and only interacts with physical reality through a thin client interface in the form of your brain? Biologist Michael Levin thinks this might be the case, and he's trying to update the ancient philosophy of dualism to be testable by a modern research program. I'm going to go through the core of his argument right now and then go through it in way more depth. It starts with this. There are facts which are not physical facts. Let's call these facts, for maximum generality, patterns. These patterns are discovered, not created by us. Therefore, we can start thinking about the latent space from which specific ones are drawn. These patterns are important for physics, biology, and computer science. These patterns are causal in physics, biology, and computer science because A, if they were different, facts in the physical world would be different, and B, they serve as best explanations for why the physical world is the way it is. Therefore, physicalism is insufficient in an important way, and we need to investigate this latent space of patterns. Moving science forward requires us to not assume this space of patterns is random, but rather is ordered, structured, and amenable to exploration. Therefore, we can talk about a Platonic or latent space of non-physical truths. We cannot assume that these patterns matter only for math and are irrelevant beyond that. The field of diverse intelligence is helping to understand a continuum of intelligent agency all the way from extremely minimal systems through humans and beyond. I make the hypothesis, this is Michael Levin saying I make the hypothesis that patterns will be relevant also to other disciplines beyond mathematics. Conclusion, we can think of physical bodies, embryos, cyborgs, computers, etc., as interfaces for a non-physical space of patterns that ingress through these interfaces to reveal to us specific behaviors. These patterns may be of highly variable agency. We should think of the mind-brain relationship as analogous to the math-physics relationship. Therefore, theories about the physical interfaces, like the thermodynamic cost of computations, evolutionary theory, neural substrate for mind, etc., are importantly incomplete. Therefore, we don't have to assume these patterns only constrain, they may offer enablements, which should be studied, quantified, predicted, and benefited from. That is the core of his argument, that there is a space of patterns that are distinct and separate from physical reality, but have a causal influence on physical reality, and there are ways that we can explore that space of patterns and the implications it has on minds like the ones that we have that are experiencing physical reality. Now, the algorithm does not like long videos, so there's a lot more in this that I'm going to go through, but not here. I'm going to post it for free in long form on my Patreon. You can find that by Googling my name and Patreon. It should be pretty easy, actually. Ivy Doll Patreon.